Top 5 disconnects caught on stream. Number 5. Scene partner. In this first clip, we have a Fungman that is seemingly having a decent chase against my Leatherface. It's important to note that I will not end up downing her twice in a row at all in this game. Let's watch the first chase now. I don't think she can run that far because I hit her in that area. I thought about it. Now, in my opinion, I believe she had a fine chase that would allow her team plenty of time to feel comfortable and feel somewhat good about herself. But soon, things take an awkward turn. I was trying to find where they were in life. Like, you know, how far they've come in life, rather. He's dressed like an uncle at a barbecue. Here I'd like to call two obvious things. He definitely is dressed like an uncle at a barbecue that tells a million jokes and thinks they're all hilarious. The second is that Detective Tapp obviously has a much shorter chase here compared to his teammate. Now we move on to the final clip. I'm gonna go with no. Final answer. Bing bang bong. I'm sorry, Cope. You have not won $1 million. No. Ding, 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 ding. You have to respect that she tried to do something, right? Actually tried to do something. That's also considered doing something, to be fair. Now, I could totally be wrong here, but it seems like she may have had balanced landing as she didn't make a sound when falling, but I caught up to her too quickly. Either way, this is quite a strange exit and not totally explainable on my end. Number 4. Scratched Mirror Buyers. In this next clip, we have a killer using a Midwich offering. However, one of my teammates ends up using a Macmillan map offering themselves. At this point, it becomes a 50-50 of which map will be selected when we load in. I'm sure you can guess how the rest of this plays out. Disconnect? Disconnect? No? Okay. Who was it? Was it Michael Myers? Was it the pig? Was it Ghostface? Out of here with that. Get out of here. I think it's pretty obvious as to why our killer ended up leaving the game. He was attempting to play Scratch Mirror Myers, a build that heavily relies on maps such as Larry's or even Midwich to jump scare survivors due to how easy it is to appear out of nowhere. I think it's safe to say he himself was the one jump scared. Number 3. Leon's first day. Here we have me as Legion on RPD and attempting to injure and deep wound as often as I can to maximize my output when it comes to pressure. I split off from the 4th survivor as she keeps vaulting the long window in the center, making it not so ideal for me. I ended up finding Leon and the others, only for the first chase to get a little unfortunate. Is that a person up there? It's hard to see. Yeah, it looks like it. And then you have her mending by the God palette for some reason. Swinging that thing. Don't look at me like that. I'm swinging that thing. Now here you can clearly see that Leon was already injured from earlier, despite me saying this being our first chase. Legion just deep wounds people eventually, so I didn't really count it. Anyway, Leon got a bit too greedy camping the pallet and was down. It happens to the best of us. What happens during the next chase is more important and will shock you to your core. I think that's what people are commonly doing in the game. They're quick to blame people, but they won't play with other people. So then you're not helping your own situation. You know? I almost missed because I'm talking so much. Yeah, you get it. Insanity, like I said. I don't think he ever looked back. Nope. Probably not. Blood stopped there. Right there, it stopped there. And scratch marks briefly too. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bloody awful. I hit someone else here. I wonder if it was him again. Oh, that kind of answers the question, I think. Perhaps. Maybe it does. Finally, we see Leon camps the same pallet again, only to be down in the same spot as before as well. Why would someone attempt to do that twice in a row? It's truly bizarre to me. One last thing I did leave out is his fourth teammate leaving on purpose after he got down to the pallet the first time. Did Leon truly rage quit due to his inability to stun me at the pallet? Or perhaps due to Heather dying on hook early herself? Could it have also been him ordering a pineapple pizza and not wanting it to be cold? You decide. Number 2. Bad pathing. I'm now the hag on Grim Pantry, and we're all having a chill time. That is, until I ran into Yui. I follow her just to remove an annoying pallet because I don't like trapping pallets as the hag unless I down someone there. What happens next is truly unfathomable. She didn't go anywhere. Ran straight really, so... Am I gonna catch up to her as the hag? Surely not, right? Yeah, because her pathing is so freaking terrible. I don't mean that in a rude way. As many of you know, the hag is what we would call a 110 killer, meaning she's slower than most of the average 115 killers. At any point, Yui could have run a bit further or slightly path a bit better to make it to the pallet. Could this have been a slight wiggle of the cord? Or perhaps even a hiccup with the server itself? Only she truly knows. Number 1. Heidi, oh no. I'm finally Chucky on Area Crows and find a Lara Croft by a pallet. This first chase may appear unnecessary to show, but I'll unpack it for the entire story later. No. Now, I won't make any excuses for falling down the hole right there. I do play killer as soon as I wake up, but things like that are usually obvious. I'm also a guy that can look back and laugh at myself. Anyway, we'll continue watching how the rest of this plays out now. Lara ends up doing what I would consider a decent job for one person, distracting me long enough for her teammates to get things done. You would think things are smooth sailing from here, but they take a dark turn soon. I end up hooking her on a pain resonance hook, for both the regression and to get back into the action, since I see Nick Cage right behind her. I want to take a quick second to call out what I consider the real turning point here, however. More often than not, survivors will run next to each other, or even worse, loop a teammate on the hook. I believe that's where you'll ultimately see what may have bothered her in this game. Anyway. As you just saw, Nick Cage more, but her teammates weren't the most helpful here. Finally, let's move on to the last chase.
I had collision right here, by the way. Wait, what? What?
I see Laura with my perk friends to the end after hooking Michaela, and I'm completely thrown off by her leaving after she had such a decent start, too. This clip makes it to the first spot alone because I have a pretty good guess as to why it happened. If Laura truly did leave, and though these things have no effect on me as you can see, it may have been due to the teabagging here. DBD means a lot to some people, so it's possible I could have hit a sore spot. I'll leave it up for you to decide. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed a little twist as a possible one-time thing because so many of you enjoy my burnout videos. I want you to know that I do enjoy DBD and this video is completely full of sarcasm and satire. Again, thank you, and until next time.